So right now actually I'm doing two things. So fixing the exhaust to get that all finished up, and then also removing this ABS, because for one it's kind of a pain in the ass to get the wastegate and dump tube in, because you can kind of see it's right there. I don't know if you can see it, but and it's just a super tight fit. So getting rid of this, just gonna put some hard line in from this side of the caliper, or this caliper, or running around the firewall, and then tee it off to the line lock, which is down there somewhere. And then I think the front of the master goes to the rear of the brake, so I have to run one here straight to the firewall there. That goes to the rear calipers, and then the front, I'm just going to tee it off. You go straight down, tee it off to one caliper, passenger side, and then the driver's side, and then it should be good. Well, I was going through a pile of stuff, and actually a bunch of fittings that I had sitting around in this box, and forgot, has all my extra fittings and stuff, that I bought a long time ago a bunch of brake lines, braided brake lines, that I was going to do exactly what I'm doing. So originally I was going to go use hard lines to replace everything, because technically that's kind of better in case of a fire. You don't lose your brakes, because the braided line won't melt or get destroyed, and that way you don't lose your brakes. So now that I have these that I found, I might just use that, because I don't have to put any money into it. I already got all the fittings. I just need one more for the rear. So actually I might not even need it, because it goes to one caliper, second caliper, and then the rear actually, and then everything else tees off from here in the front. I have the other fittings somewhere for the top there, I guess from the master. So originally I was going to use hard lines, but looks like I'm just going to use braided. That way I can just get it done real quick, not worry about it. If it becomes an issue later on, then we'll address that later, but I feel like since I have the braided, might as well just go ahead and use that, because why not? I have it sitting on the bench, don't have to order anything, spend any money, etc. Got the ABS delete all fixed up. It's all done. It's pretty straightforward. Tied in the two T's, tied it into the brake master and the line lock there, and then it tees off under this intake here. Goes across. Goes through here. I had some extra sleeving left over from some other thing that I used it for, so I just wrapped it around right here, and then you can see it just ties into the brakes like it normally does. So at least that's all finished, bleeded, everything works, pedal feels fine, not any worse or better than factory, so it's not too bad. So next thing I'm going to do, we have on the list here, actually we can cross this off. Oops. Cross this thing off here. Where is it? ABS. So we got a few more things to do, obviously. So this is what we're going to do next. Downpipe, or the dump tube there. Still going to mount the catch can back, the boost solenoid. So basically, the dump tube at the bottom is hitting the downpipe. And I believe the cross member down at the bottom, it's kind of hard to see this. Down in there, but basically I need to cut this here somewhere along there before that bend and basically rotate the bottom half of this dump tube towards the front of the car and kind of into that passage there. No, I don't know if you can see it, but down that way. And then weld it back together and it should be fine. That's about it. I'm hoping it's just one cut because that way I can just finish it tonight and be done with it. Make some noise with the grinder and the welder. But luckily the wife and baby's asleep. So yeah, that's the next thing to do, and hopefully we can get that finished up today and crossed off on the list here. So yeah. And then also we'll finish welding this up. I actually got a new TIG gun to see if that was what my problem was, which I'm pretty sure it was, but I haven't tried it out yet. So hopefully that solves that problem. That way I can finish this up, finish welding that and the dump tube, and that way we can get moving. It's pretty damn close. Pretty damn close. So yeah. It for an exhaust, actually. Just need to make sure it all fits back into the car and we're good to go. Then we can throw the rest of the turbo on and do the cold side intercooler piping, because I think it's going to be moved forward. The turbo moved forward a little bit, so we're going to have to chop some of that off and do that. But here are the welds. Not the best thing I've done, obviously, to the guy who made it, but he's a pro, does this for a living. I don't. Do it in the garage with just minimal tools, but you can cross that off the list. Fixed dump tube, done. The exhaust is pretty much done. It all lines up, bolts up, it's all bolted in. It's ready to go.